Hello again, it's Lynette Khalfani-Cox. I'm the co-founder of AskTheMoneyCoach.com. I want to talk to you today about something that is called your profile, your credit profile. Now, pause for a moment and take a look at me and my profile. Wasn't exactly what you expected, right? You thought you were going to see my credit score? Are you crazy? I'm not showing, just joking. I actually have excellent credit. And this is a subject that I know a lot of you have a lot of questions about. You want an excellent credit profile as well. Well, first of all, you need to know that to have a great credit rating means you should have a good credit score. Your FICO credit score, which is one of many credit scores you can have, ranges from 300 to 850 points. If you're in that 760 to 850 point range in your FICO score, you have what's considered excellent credit. You're primo, and the banks really do want to get you as a customer. They'll give you the best loan rates and terms when you're in that 760 to 850 credit scoring range. So how do you get a great credit profile? It starts by paying all your bills on time. This is the single biggest thing that you can do to boost your credit rating. A lot of people think that, I just missed one payment or so. I was only 30 days late on just one bill. Well, a single missed payment can knock your credit score down by 50 points or more, maybe even as much as 100 points. So you never want to be late on any of your bills. Pay your bills on time and you'll help build a strong credit profile. You also want to be really judicious about applying for new credit cards and new accounts as a whole. Sometimes when people are trying to strengthen or rebuild their credit, they start applying for a lot of credit cards, but this can actually backfire on you. Here's the reason. When you apply for credit or a loan, an inquiry gets generated, a hard inquiry, and that means that the lender is looking at you to decide whether or not to give you a loan or to help you establish a credit line. Well, the thing is that a credit inquiry, a hard inquiry, stays on your credit report for 2 years, and it counts against you for the purpose of calculating your FICO credit score for 1 year or 12 months. So you really only want to apply for credit when you really and truly need it. That'll help you develop what? A strong credit profile. You should think about the length of your credit history as well. Generally speaking, the longer your credit history, the stronger your credit profile. Now, people who are so-called FICO high achievers have really long credit profiles. Oftentimes, they've had a credit history for 15 to 20 years or more. But that's not to say that you younger people who maybe haven't had credit for many years like that can't still have a strong and a very high credit rating. You want to keep those longer accounts open. Don't just close out accounts. Sometimes that can actually backfire against you. So having a longer, more established credit history helps you to establish what? A great credit profile. Couple other things, and then I'll let you get back to your work or school or whatever you were doing. You want to keep your credit balances low as well in order to have a great credit profile. In other words, pay down your credit card debt if you can. You might have all different kinds of loans, a student loan, an auto loan, a mortgage loan. Pay those bills, do pay them on time. But the thing you should be focusing on in order to have a strong credit profile is your credit card debt. The FICO credit scoring system is looking at something called your credit utilization rate. That's just a fancy way of saying how much of your credit have you used versus how much credit you have available. You want to keep your credit usage at about 25% or so or lower of your balances. That's the way to help build a strong credit rating. And then finally, I know a lot of you are thinking about, I'm trying to pay my bills on time. I'm trying to, not use up my credit as much. I'm trying to have a long credit history. I'm trying to make sure that I, don't open accounts when I don't need to, and that I don't, apply for credit unnecessarily. There's some other things that I think people might be not aware of, and that's the mix of credit that's in your credit files. Some of you are heavy in one area, or you only exclusively have credit in one area. Maybe all you have in your credit files are credit cards. That's not necessarily a good thing when it comes to credit scoring, because the credit scoring system actually rewards those consumers who have a mix of credit in their credit files. In other words, you might have a mortgage, you might have an installment loan, such as a car note or a student loan, in addition to revolving credit, such as a credit card. So long story short, you don't want to go out there. I'm not telling you to go out there and go get a car loan or get a student loan or get a mortgage just for the sake of adding that. But I do want you to be cognizant of the fact that a mix of credit, a variety of different types of credit does factor into your credit score. And that is part of the way in which you build a strong credit profile. This has been Lynette Khalfani-Cox of AskTheMoneyCoach.com.